So you want to go to our website, wnyschoolofrealestate.org. And then you'll come to a page with a blue oval. Now, if you put this inside of Google, it'll give you like everything that has the words Western and New York in there. So we usually tell people put it all the way at the top of the page.
Yep, I'm on there.
Wonderful.
Red page, blue writing.
Correct. Yep. So what you do now is the fourth button down that says sign in. You want to click that.
Okay.
And then you'll see new testing. Do you see that?
Yep.
All right, click onto that.
All right, login name.
Correct. So where you see the finger pointing up and down,
Yes.
you're going to put in your login name and password. Now, this is going to have part of your name in it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the number 5. That goes in both places.
Both that and the password?
Yep. So when you put that password and login name in both places, the same exact thing that goes in both places where the finger points, that lets you onto the school system to allow you to do your course. That's not the actual course. I'm going to get you into that next.
Okay.
All right, so tell me if is your name spelled correct?
Yeah, Sarah Brown's profile.
Perfect, perfect. So this is your profile page, okay?
Oh, cool.
And when you check your name or check your when it's time to check your time, it's over on the left-hand side where it says total class time.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what you're going to click to do that.
Okay.
All right. So, and when you need to log out for whatever reason, you log out from your profile page right on the right side.
Okay.
Okay. So under your name, have you ever done one of our online courses?
Never.
Never? Okay, so this will be super easy for you. So under your first name, you want to click where it says click here to get into the course you're registered for.
Okay. Stop. This password is different. This is the update one?
Yep. So, but before you do anything, I want to just ask you, are you working on a Mac or a non-Mac?
I'm working on a Mac.
Okay, so there's little tricks I'll tell you for a Mac and a non-Mac in case you switch computers at any point. Okay?
Okay.
So what I do is I click on one of the top couple courses and I use my down arrow button on my keyboard. And you want to go to Renewal 2021 to 2023.
Hold on. Am I logging in? Because I'm still on the password page. It says stop. The password is different from the one you just entered. So now I put the update in here, and then I'm going on to the next thing.
Well, you have to select the name of the course. So at the top where it's got the name of the courses.
O1 region. Oh, it scrolls. Okay, now I see. All right.
Yep. And you want to make sure you actually click onto it. Some browsers that you use, we always recommend using Google Chrome as the best browser. Are you using Safari?
Yeah.
I mean, you can use it, it's fine, but Chrome is better if you have it.
I don't have it, but maybe I should download it later.
Yeah, that's fine. And if this works out for you, it's fine too. Most of them work. It's just things look a little different sometimes. So tell me when you see Renewal 2021 to 23. It comes right after real estate topics for the decade.
Got it.
Okay, so then what you do in the bottom corner of the stop sign, that's where you put in that password I was telling you about.
The update. Okay. All right. And then I log in.
Correct.
All right. Chapters in court?
Yep. Now, if your computer asks you if you want to update your password, say no thanks on the right. Does it ask you or not?
It did not ask me, no.
Okay. You know, if I didn't bring that up, then it would have asked you, right?
Right. Exactly.
Never fails. All right. So these are all the things that you need to do in your course. So before you click anything, I just want to bring to your attention. Okay. So you'll see there's 7 things that are numbered, and then it ends with click here to request your certificate, okay?
Correct.
So you're going to spend 6 hours and 15 minutes on number 1 and then another 6 hours and 15 minutes on number 2, and another 6 hours and 15 minutes on number 3. Do you see what I'm talking about with 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I just want to tell you, if you're the worst reader in the world and you read it backwards 3 times, it will not take you 6 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
So you have to log in anytime you get a chance. Like you're near if you're folding laundry, if you're in the kitchen making dinner, if you're watching the news, because once you get through the material, you still have to put the time in, okay?
Right.
And the first 3 links that you see there, this is all one, just so you know, this is all one course. You're not doing a bunch of different courses.
Understood.
Everything, but you're going to get different certificates because they're all approved separately. We just lumped them together so you don't have to log out of one thing, log into another thing. It'll keep it simple for you, okay? So
awesome, thank you.
So take a look at the first link, and you only want to do a single click when you do it. So click on the first one.
KOT agency.
Correct.
You must spend at least 6 hours and 15 minutes to finish this course. Okay.
Yes. Now, at the top of the page, there's a video that has red print above it. It says, always click play on the video below. Now, the purpose of that video isn't so much to teach you, entertain you, or anything like that. It's a place setter for an analytics link that we have. And what it does is it lets us know if there's any connectivity issues, because what can happen, again, your internet might disconnect, then reconnect, and you won't even know it, but you'll get an error message when you save your work. So it's important that you always make sure that plays while you're working on your course.
Okay.
So the way you do that is you hover over that video and a red button will appear.
Yep.
When you click play, there's never sound on the top video. I want to make sure you know there's never going to be sound on that. All the other videos are your traditional, normal videos.
Okay.
So when you click play, then you need to click outside of it onto any blank part of the page where there's no text, and then just click again, and that will allow you to scroll around using your keys on your keyboard.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, otherwise it'll turn the video off.
Okay.
All the other videos are normal, regular videos.
Do I need to watch them?
I mean, you can listen to them if you're like doing something. You can turn it on and listen to it. You don't have to sit at your computer, but you should save your time once every 50 minutes.
Okay.
So
how do I?
So I'm going to show you how to do that next. But just so you know, as you scroll down through the course, you're going to see little characters like a guy's holding a newspaper, and you go a little bit further, and there's like a guy at a chalkboard there. Those aren't there for entertainment. Those are there to let you know, like in case you get distracted and your phone rings or something. It'll remind you of like, oh, wait a minute, I think I left off, because it won't tell you where you left off. But if you might remember that, oh, I was at the guy with the chalkboard, you know what I mean?
Right.
For example. So now to go to the bottom of your page on a Mac, you're going to push the command and down arrow key. Tell me if that took you to the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
Okay. So
my time.
yeah, but don't do anything yet. I want to tell you something really important.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sitting down?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to be dramatic. So, so I want you to know that the first 3 chapters of this KOT that you saw, you know, there was a KOT agency, KOT fair housing, and KOT case studies.
Yeah.
When you click record my time, you want to use your phone and take a picture of the questions and answers.
Okay.
The reason why is because the tests that you will have to pass on recent legal matters and data analytics course comes from those questions and answers.
Oh, okay, nice.
So if you don't do that, then you're going to maybe struggle because you have to get a 70% or better on those tests, and this prepares you for that.
Okay.
Okay? So there's no way you can fail if you follow my directions. So why don't you click record my time once ever so gently? You don't want to double click it ever.
Don't double click it.
Correct.
One single.
One click.
Oh, wow.
So do you see where it shows you the question? That's okay, because you're going to have to spend 6 hours and 15 minutes on this anyways. And these questions are not the ones you have to pass now. You take the test when you get to recent legal matters and the other
Right.
course, the data analytics. Those are the two new ones that New York added.
Okay.
So you understand that these answers and questions that you see in front of you, this is what you should be taking a picture of. You can also, if you're at the office, you can just you can print this page if you want to do that too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Okay.
some people don't have access to a printer, you know?
Right, absolutely.
So that's why we tell you take a picture of it. But then this way, when you see the questions come up, you're not going to be stressing out over, oh my God, what's the answer to that, you know?
Right, absolutely. So as of right now, am I still getting time for this, or because I'm in the screen, now I need to go back, right?
So you never use the back arrow key, ever, never use that. I'm glad you brought that up. I want to show you how to get out of this to go back in and start accruing time again.
Okay.
So you see the little example that says your test graded, and you click the little X?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people try to click the picture, but the picture is just an example of what to do. You actually have to go up to the tab at the top of the page where it says your test graded.
All right. Your test graded. Oh, so it's a whole nother window.
Well, it's the window that you're looking at, actually, because when you click it, it'll take you back to all the chapters of the course.
Oh yeah. So on my computer, yeah, just like brings me up a new window, so I can basically X out of that.
Right.
X out of the.
I want you to get back to the list of links for that course.
Yeah, chapters and course. KOT agencies in purple now, just because that was the last link that I chose.
Perfect. So 6 hours and 15 minutes for one, and another 6 hours and 15 minutes for two, and another 6 hours and 15 minutes for three. Now we're looking at the links together, right?
Correct.
Okay. So when you see number 4, recent legal matters, course material, okay?
Yeah.
That's technically all the information that is part of the material that you would learn, and there's videos in there that you can watch and like actually learn things that are helpful. But I want you to know any link that says final exam, like number 5 and number 7, you only do that when you've got your questions and answers in front of you and you're ready to take the test. Those are tests only.
Okay.
When you record your time, you should have you don't care about saving time on those. On those 2 links, 5 and 7, you only do that when you're ready to answer the questions.
Right. Okay.
Now, do you remember where the answers to those 2 will come from?
The answers for 5 and 7.
Correct.
Yeah. Once you get through all the way to the bottom of each of the links, or each of the courses, the chapters 1, 2, and 3. There's going to be questions, and then you hit the bottom link, and then it jumps you over to the answers, the correct answers. Take a picture of that, and that's where those answers will be for 5 and 7.
Yep. Long story short, the answers to questions 5 for the links for 5 and 7 come from 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. What about 6? That just says course material.
It's course material for data analytics is the same as recent legal matters. In other words, before we can test you on something, we have to give you information and present the information.
Understand. Okay.
Okay, so that's all it is. Recent legal matters, there's a course material. Okay, now here's the test, because that's a 1-hour course, recent legal matters.
Okay.
You need to spend 50 minutes, 50 minutes on recent legal matters, and a minimum of 2 hours and 15 minutes on data analytics and ethical business practices.
2 hours and 15?
Yep. You want to spend that time before you go ahead and take the tests.
Okay.
And you can't keep texting us and asking, did I spend enough time? Did I spend enough time? Did I spend enough time? Some people do that, and we would love that you were our only student, but we'd probably go broke, you know?
Absolutely.
So let me show you how to check your time.
All right, real quick though. On
Okay.
number 4, we have to spend at least 50 minutes. Number 6, we have to spend at least 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then 1, 2, and 3, all 6 hours and 15.
Each. So that's 18 hours and 45 minutes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I got that done. I'm just writing it down so I don't have to bother you
Oh,
again.
sure.
All right. All right.
So to check your time, you see how it says in really big bold letters, click here to go back to your profile page to check your time?
Yep.
That's exactly what you click. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
And then you click where it says total class time. You click that link.
Okay. Ooh, I got 4 minutes.
There you
Woo!
go. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and because I'm logged on with you, it'll show double time. So we will adjust that because I just want to follow along with you so you know
Yeah, for sure.
how things go. Any questions?
No, I think I pretty much got it.
I mean, it's the easiest. Most schools, you have to
Yeah.
answer 660 questions to get through all of it. And the reason why you don't have to do that with us is because we're a grandfathered school, and your fair
Yeah.
housing and agency courses are grandfathered. You only have to spend the time.
Wow, that's awesome.
Do you remember how to get back into the course from this page?
From this page,
Mhm.
so I'm back into, like, click here, check your time, return to user home. Now I go to click here to get into your course you registered for.
Yep.
And then it's just loading. Then I have all my chapters, and then yeah, I'm good. This is really straightforward.
Great. And what most people do is they have like a little piece of paper near the computer. Sometimes they use a sticky note and they'll write down that they worked on it from 1 to 2 and then from 3 to 4:30. And then this way, that's when they check their time. Because if you keep checking your time, you're not earning time. So why not just check your time intermittently instead of every time you
Right.
do a link, you know?
Right.
And just go back into agency again and just let me know what you click at the top of the page so I know that you're okay with that.
Loading. Okay. Please note you must spend at least 6 hours, 15 minutes, and then I gotta hit the go button on this video and start that, and then I click blank on the other page.
So you're going to click on a blank area anywhere to the left or right of it. This way you can move
Yeah.
around with your cursor.
Yep. And then
And the reason why you do that is that if you move around, if you move off of this section of the page and you didn't click onto a blank portion of the screen, it would turn the video off and then you lose your insurance policy.
okay. What's insurance policy mean?
So insurance policy is that there's an analytics link that's attached to that top video that lets us know that you're connected.
Right.
So if you turn it off, it's like we don't know that you're connected. So if you lose time, we can't add it for you.
Right. Absolutely. I understand that.
And then
So
just
I can hover over the video and still see that it's playing. Like 46, 40, 47, 48, and then I can scroll down and read.
exactly. And
Perfect.
once you see it playing, you're okay. It's like you don't have to keep checking it. Like I don't want you to get paranoid over it.
Yeah.
You know.
I got it. All right. Perfect.
And you don't have to answer questions correctly on these first 3 chapters of the course. KOT, anything KOT, this is all the grandfathered part of the program that you're doing.
Right.
Those questions and answers are preparing you for recent legal matters and the data analytics course.
Right. And that's on 5 and 7.
Yeah, those are the tests, yes. Yep.
All right. And then when I'm done in each of those chapters for 1, 2, and 3, make sure I hit record my time and then take a screenshot of those pictures.
For yourself, yes. Yep.
Or, yep. All right.
The other thing I want to tell you too is that you will automatically get credit for the ethics course. 2.5 hours of ethics credit you will get for the Board of Realty that's due by the end of this year. You will get the 2.5 hours of ethics credit as a result of doing the data analytics and business ethics course. Okay? I just want to make sure you knew that.
Yep.
So you don't have to look for a separate ethics course, and we're going to send you an email that's separate, and you're going to forward that to your board so that they can put your name on the transcript and not bother you at the end of the year or the end of the period, depending on when, different people will do it at different times, .
Okay. I understand.
So like the next time that you do your coursework, you're going to need to do that, but you're going to have to do the course anyways because New York now requires this every 2 years to renew your license, you know?
As time idle up in the corner, what does that mean? Does that have anything to do with anything?
Yeah, so time idle, if once that gets to an hour, it completely resets and you lose everything you just earned. So you want time idle to never get to 3,600 seconds, which is an hour.
Okay, so that's why you're saying every 50 minutes.
Right. We say 50 because we know realtors like to live on the edge.
Right.
So yeah, so we figure we'll tell you that. I mean, technically it's enough time for you to take the dog for a while. You know what's really sad is that we actually had a lady who I said, do you have a dog? She's like, I do, but it just died. I'm like, oh God, why did I say dog?
Okay.
So
Right.
I can't win, but anyways. Yeah, but that's all you do. So you kind of put your time in, but there's really interesting information in this course, and there's like really good stuff in the new part of the course, the recent legal matters. So if you want to get a little more for your money than just put your time in, you can actually, you know, and it's not like you expire in a few days.
Right, absolutely.
You know, playing the videos, you can at least hear stuff that's interesting. You don't have to sit there and stare at it.
Right, absolutely. I'll definitely be checking it out.
And we appreciate any referrals too, because most schools are much harder than this.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will be referring you. I was actually referred from a couple people in my office because I'm a newer agent. So anyone that I know that's just getting in the next, couple weeks, I will definitely be mentioning you guys.
Oh, terrific. And if you have any questions, just text us. We can't unfortunately answer the text only line, but if you texted 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, generally we get back to you pretty quick, especially during business hours.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, you bet. And you should see your receipt. It'll say payment processing for real estate courses. You'll see that come from PayPal, and just save that for when you do your income taxes. And you know how you need all your paperwork at the end of January, beginning of February?
Yep.
That'll be good for your 2021 taxes.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, you take care. Well, thanks so much, and we'll wait to hear from you.
All right, sounds good. That receipt was emailed to you, right?
That was emailed to you, and when you finish all of the course, and let me just show you one more thing real quick. Can you save your work real quick?
Yeah.
Go to the bottom of the page.
Man, down shit. Okay, record my time. How come you emphasize not hitting it twice?
You push it once, and you kind of wait a moment.
Yeah, how come you emphasize not to double click?
Oh, because it'll double your time. If you double click it, it'll double your time, and then you really get mixed up.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like the Amazon Pay button. You know how you're careful to only push it once because you don't want to pay Jeff Bezos twice?
Yeah.
Same thing. Like, if you double click it, then it's the whole hassle that you got to go through to fix it.
Right.
So you came to your test graded, so you see the answers, right?
Yep. Now I went back to the Western School of Real Estate.
Perfect. I just want to show you, if you click, it says click here to request your certificate. You can click that. I want to show you something on there.
Right. Time on page. Okay.
All right. So when you're finished with all of your coursework, there's a thing called the Internet Course Application to click. When you click that, you just fill out the form. It's all fill in the blank, right? And then it asks you about the course, like was it relevant and all that stuff. New York wants to make sure that, you feel happy with everything and learn something,
right.
Then at the bottom of the page, it says submit. So you just submit when you're ready. Don't do it now because you really should get through the course. I wanted you to know about that. You can just X out of that.
Maybe I'm on the wrong page. Click here to request your certificate, and it can put me on time on page 46 seconds. How do you get your final course certificate? Read carefully. Am I in the wrong one?
Nope. That's exactly what I just did. So when you click that link, it takes. I asked you to click here for your internet course application, course evaluation.
Okay. All right, got it. Now I'm on. Okay, your name for your certificate, email address.
Yep. But all that you do at the end, I just wanted you to be aware of that.
Okay.
We can't process your certificate if we don't have you fill out the thing that says Internet Course Application, Course Evaluation.
Okay.
Okay, so there's something it's just a fill in the blank form,
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's just that I wanted to bring to your attention. Let me see if there's anything at the bottom of the page. Oh, the bottom of the page just reminds you that I understand I must spend at least 6 hours. It's kind of like a reminder. Must spend 6 hours and 15 minutes for the first 3 sections, 50 minutes, and 2 hours and 15. You see all that? It's all the way at the bottom of that page. It says click here to get your.
I agree with this. I have to hit.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I mean, you can do it again later, you know.
Right. I'll just agree to it now.
And then when you agree to it and you do record my time, it says congratulations, you achieved the minimum score because you agreed to it, you know.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, it's great, right? Because the thing is, if for some reason you didn't follow my directions and you fail those tests, even though we're basically giving you the answers, you would have to take 2 separate tests again.
Okay.
And it would be ridiculous. It's literally like, here's the answers, and if you still gave us the wrong answers back, I don't even know what to say to that, you know?
Right.
But we have people that can hardly click a computer, and I don't even know how they sell real estate who take our courses. So we've seen everything.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know.
I am sure of that. I believe it. People are crazy.
Yeah. So just click, you know, just make sure you spend that 6 hours. Try to log in anytime you can to get your time in.
Okay.
And then you'll be done before you know it.
All right, perfect.
All right. You have a great day. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.